Hello everyone and welcome to Club Reaction to Rangers 1, Celtic 2 in the League Cup final. We're going to need to sit here and we're going to need to take our medicine. I am Scott Carney, I'm with Ali Pearson.
Another Hampden hoodoo for me and Scotia once again on the trot. Not great once again coming out of Hampden.
Definitely not. And Scott Gemmell.
Aye guys, had better Sundays, that's for sure.
Yeah, we have had better Sundays. Today is one of those days that we do need to, repeating myself, but we need to take our medicine with this one because I'm at a loss. I generally am at a loss. I back Beale to the hills, I really do, but fundamentally I think that the start 11 today was wrong. I think, why are we bringing in two players if you're not going to play them? It's just baffling to me, it really is baffling to me. And we are stuck with a set of players that I think just now that are not learning from their mistakes and the mistakes of the past, and we're continually letting Celtic score goals, the same type of goals consistently. Yeah, consistently, and ultimately that's what's led to the demise tonight. And ultimately we're not the cup holders. They are. Ali, the start 11 is probably going to raise I think the biggest controversy of all of this is the fact that we did have Tillman back. Yes, that's all well and good. Yes, but Lundstrom came in and Kamara, but you've got Jack Raskin and Cantwell on the bench. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, mate. I know everybody will say, oh, you're just saying that now. I genuinely said it. As soon as we seen the team, I thought, why are we not having at least one of the two new signings on the park?
Very surprised. We've been crying out for freshness in the midfield. We've brought two players and we don't play any of them. I get Cantwell sitting out. Raskin, for me, I think all of us picked Raskin in our team. He was a shoe-in, he brings the energy. It just, when I seen the midfield, we all knew Lundstrom would come in. Kamara, Tillman, it was going back to an old guard, if you want to say, rather than going with what he wants to go going forward for next season. And I was disappointed when I seen the midfield, the front three we all picked, and the back line we picked. It was the three in the middle of the park for me, which I was disappointed to be honest. Raskin was the main one for me.
Yeah, Scotia, I can't really disagree. I hate fucking not being able to disagree with Alistair, but I can't disagree.
It's a difficult thing to do. No, I think I said in the pod on Thursday night there that it was probably a core of 14, maybe 15 players if Roof was going to be in that conversation, but 14 players that you're picking for that starting 11, and at no point did I see the combination of three in the midfield that we got being the combination.
No, I nearly did. No, I didn't.
No, I didn't like
it. I could have picked that team squad about 3 times, mate. That's when I picked up.
I was looking at it and I was like, what does he think that he's going to get, like the kind of reaction he got out of that team that he did against Hearts? Because it was that, I mean, I think that was the team that started against Hearts. No, as soon as I seen Lundstrom and Kamara, I was like, why is Raskin not starting? I think, like everyone, why is Raskin
not starting? Yeah, I have my usual complaints about Hampden. I had to wait 25 minutes to get into the stadium. I was in the south stand upper today, and trying to get in there was an absolute embarrassment. It really was an embarrassment.
To balance that, we were in the north side and getting okay, so I'll give another opinion on it.
Fuck me, Ali's backing up Hampden. What are we coming on to here?
It's close to where I usually sit for the Scotland games. So.
No, honestly, it was an absolute embarrassment trying to get into the stadium today for me and my old man. But I mean, I didn't really miss very much. The first half was huff and puff, I think, on both sides. There was very little quality, I think, in the half. Rangers, again, didn't really take chances when they came away. We were unlucky with a chance that I think got cleared and just went behind. But again, they got in a couple of times. But again, the half it flew by in an instant for me, to be honest. It was like a click of the fingers and it was done. But ultimately, Ali, they got the goal just before half time. And this one for me, mate, as it's happening, you can see it happening. You can literally see it in front of your eyes happening. It all kind of went slow motion. And again, we had a wee bit of a warning sign just before it with Kyogo had a header just over the bar. Nobody anywhere near him. And again, this one, nobody anywhere near him, mate. And it's as simple as a goal as you like.
I could see it coming. I said to Scotia, we need to get at half time 0-0. And it was building. Kyogo should have scored before that. It's a free header. He's got to score. That's their Achilles heel. Celtic, they don't score these chances, but they're taking 2 today. But you could see it coming, to be honest. And it's a slip ball again, man. And it's the same ball. We know the ball they play. We've said it before we come on. Play the game today.
Sorry if I'm going on a rant. I apologise. We'd seen it before. We'd started to manage it.
But
we were managing it up to a certain point in the first half, and all of a sudden we just fell asleep.
Yeah, we switch off. We're close to half time. I'll be honest, in the first half, I never thought we were in control of that game at all.
I don't think any team was, though. I honestly don't, mate. I don't.
I thought they were.
Right, it's fine. It's opinions, mate. It's all
about opinions, as we say. But yeah, I didn't think it was a great game of football, as Scotia will come on to, but I thought they were more in control. I said to Scotia, I thought they were honestly playing first, second gear. I thought they had years to go up.
Probably.
I thought we looked a bit disjointed, especially in the middle of the park. It was a bit of a hot potato at times. We had a couple of half chances at that, but I never felt in control of that game. I always thought if a goal was coming, it would be them, and it did, and I was not shocked at all when it came.
No, it's closer, but it is a goal that we have ultimately seen it before.
Yeah, and Ryan had mentioned this before, like the wee slip balls in between your fullback and your centre backs. But up until what was that, the 42nd, 43rd minute, I think they scored.
43rd minute, I think. Yeah.
I'm with Ali there that it was. To be honest, it wasn't a game of football with much quality in it. I'll put it that way. But I think Celtic were controlling it. I'd said to you on Thursday again, whoever controls the centre of midfield will become the victors. And we didn't. I don't think we had a set. The three midfielders we had were, one in particular.
About to come to him.
We will. Thank you. Was terrible, and I don't think he helped the other two. And they just started dragging everyone down, because I thought the defence played all right. You know, I wouldn't say they were terrible.
I thought Ryan Kent was our best player in the first half.
Right. Yeah, I was going to come on to Ryan Kent. I thought, like, all you've got is Ryan Kent running around, and then unfortunately means that he's blown out his arse in the second half. But he was our only kind of upside in that first half, I thought.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard one to try and pick like any pass marks out of the team. To be fair today, I don't think there was many, and it leads me to half time. Ali, I was screaming for John Lundstram to be took off that part today. I get why he's there, I do. I get he's a trusted lieutenant, etc., all that kind of stuff. But ultimately he was poor, and like as poor as we've seen him, his passes were off. There's at one point he made a missed pass and he shouted at everybody else, even though it was blatantly his fault. And things like that that starts to worry me, because I'm going, well, you can't see that you're making the errors that you're making. And again, without being too harsh on Beale, it was the wrong starting 11 to go with. But see, when we come out in the second half, mate, and it was the same starting 11 as we had, there was just warning signs written all over it. Yeah,
I mean, Scotia were watching the boys warming up at half time, and we both said we need to make changes. For me, I would have brought Jack and Raskin on at half time.
For Kamara,
that were changes for me.
Yep.
I said Kamara should have started along with a Raskin though. I thought Kamara was lost. I don't blame Kamara. Lundstrom's a guy that sits and kind of dictates, and he didn't dictate for me. Lundstram has been poor all season, and once again he's put in a poor performance.
He was awful,
Going forward with Lundstram, to me, I struggle with Lundstram. I don't think he should be near a Rangers team at the moment. I think he should be on the bench from now on to the end of the season till we discover what we want to do with him. Not good enough for me, and I'll put a bit on Beale here. I'll judge Beale in the summer, but I'll put a bit on Beale here. He should have noticed at half time it wasn't working, not wait to Celtic get the second goal and make the changes. He should have changed it at half time, because everyone on the ground could see it was not working in that middle of the park, and he should have changed it for me, and that was a disappointment for me.
Yeah, Scotia, I can't disagree with Ali there. Again, bastard. I can't disagree with him, because even the guys that I was sitting around me, the guys I don't know, it's usually what happened, you don't know the guys that usually sit about you, but everybody was saying the same thing. The midfield is not working. And it's so cliche, it is cliche, but we had to win that battle at least. And they don't have many battlers in there, but the midfield for them in the first half especially, it was a bit of a breeze for them. It was kind of
picking up second balls.
It was bypassing
them. They were giving McGregor like one of the easiest games that he's probably played against us.
Yeah, definitely.
McGregor's played in some bloody easy teams, you know, like for Celtic against us. No, it was. Listen, I'll put it this way: I've not heard like the pre-match stuff from Beale and the post-match stuff from Beale, so I don't know if there's any wee niggly issues there. And
it's all fitness, etc.
The I thought he should have played was played, but no, Lundstram for me, I think the 6 months that he had the end of last season is the aberration for Lundstram. For me, it's becoming a big concern. It's not now. He was out a wee bit injured. Now he's back, and no, I would. Like Ali, I would be keeping him on the bench for a while.
I think you have to now. I generally think you have to. And look, and I'm one of the biggest John Lundstram fans that you're going to find. But I couldn't understand it today. I couldn't understand why he came out for the second half, especially. And the second half just started the worst possible way you could. Rangers did not start that second half, in my opinion, and Celtic got pretty much a carbon copy of a carbon copy of the first goal. Well, then at 2-0, I know we'll come on to obviously we'll put a goal back, but at 2-0, I thought you've left yourself a mountain you cannot climb.
Yep, slip ball again, Achilles heel again against Celtic. We all know the ball they play. You said it in the preview to it. We know the ball they play, and they played it twice and scored 2 goals. And we're not managers, and we know it's.
And I'm not a football player, that's for sure.
I know, but it's the same ball. Tab was sleeping, I think, for the second one. We need to deal with it, but and they score. I'll be honest, at 2-0, I turned around to Scotia. I went, that's it, done. Yeah. It's done for me. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it scoring 1. I'll be honest. And I couldn't see it scoring 2, so at 2-0 for me, and it pains me to say it, I honestly thought the game was done then. And so did Celtic. All they had to do, as you said,
survive.
Sit back and just soak up, because we really are a powder puff up front, we really are.
Yeah, we are. There's no doubt about it. Scotia, we did go close with Kent hitting the post. Sakala decided to shoot. I don't think he should have. I know people are saying it was a sitter. He should have cut it back. It was a very tight angle. He should have cut it back.
Yeah, there was a. Alfie was sitting kind of in the middle, wasn't he? And he should have. But then he missed. And then where we were sitting, and you could see like where Joe Hart's towel was. Like, and you obviously see the goal. You see the goal post. You see the back of the net, and Joe Hart's towel. I think Sakala even put it past the towel from where we were starting. It was a ridiculous miss, but that's what you get with Sakala. There was a few those moments again with Sakala today, which on another day might turn out a wee bit different.
Yeah.
But it was frustrating because Kent was a wee bit unlucky. Again, we know Kent had a couple of, as good as he was in the first. I say good as he was in the first half. He was decent in the first half.
He was the best player in the first half for us.
But there was a few shots that he had, which again were just kind of Ryan Kent-esque shots.
Yeah.
That weren't great.
No, they weren't great. Obviously, we did pull one back with Alfredo Morelos. It was a bit of a weird goal, this one. Yeah, it was a strange one. It was like nobody was really sure that he scored, I don't think. But it got us back into the game. And the crowd were there. I can't take anything away for the crowd today, because the crowd were fantastic. But the players ultimately didn't respond. Even after we got the not equaliser, we got a goal back, Ali. We didn't lay a glove in Celtic for the rest of the game, really.
Got the goal back, and I looked at Scotia, so with 25 minutes to go on the clock, plus injury time. I thought we've got a chance. I thought Celtic were shaky for 5 minutes. I really did.
I don't think they enjoyed it.
No, they didn't enjoy it. They didn't enjoy it. I don't think the fans did either. But
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Ultimately, no, it doesn't matter at all. But I agree. I thought for 5-10 minutes we tried, but without really doing anything. I don't really remember Joe Hart really make a save, to be honest.
And he's a bomb scare
in the game.
He is a fucking bomb scare.
And we kind of just ran out of steam again, and it's just one of the games.
Yeah, we got into the second half, Scotia, and he did make the 3 changes that were maybe not the 3, but definitely the 2 changes that we were screaming for. Ultimately, Ali's right there. It's too little, too late.
Too little, too late, and it's not something that I would do. It's bad enough doing it.
You should have done it at half time.
But I think it's bad enough doing it at half time that you're changing the whole midfield. Doing it into a second half of a game, that trying to get players up to speed with the way that the game's going, which I think you were maybe come on to it, but Raskin nearly got a second booking, I thought, because it was a wee bit late, and this was very late on in the game, and that's the way the game goes. But it should have been done at half time. Well, to be fair, it should have been done at the fucking first whistle.
Yeah, it should have been. It should have been done from the start. Look, it's one of the ones that, again, as I say, I said it at the start, we need to sit here and we need to take our medicines. I generally thought it was a 50-50 game, that if we got it right, then if we'd done everything we did within our powers to put the performance on the park, then we would have gave them a much more trying 90 minutes than we did, and ultimately we haven't. Look, there's going to be criticism of Beale, there's going to be criticism of the players. I am one that I think Beale got it wrong with the team selection, yes. But I think the players ultimately they're not learning that it's this consistent thing of playing Celtic, and we are conceding the same sort of goals. We have to waken up to it. It's too easy for them. It's far too easy for them to score a goal against us, and we're not a million miles away, but there's still a clear gap, I think, between us and them, because they're a well organised team, and for some reason when it comes to big games like this, we seem to fall into a kind of a routine of that we lose our way and we switch off and we're not quite there. These games you have to be there the entire 90 minutes, and the end of the 45 for them to score that goal. And it's a cliche that it's the best time for them to score a goal. It is the best time for them to score a goal. Any time's a good time to score a goal, but that one was especially a sure one, because I thought, yeah, they now know that they can catch us out. Ali, disagree with that, or final thoughts, mate? I don't know. Let's get the out of here.
Yeah, I know. No, don't disagree with it at all. You said there, I can come out of Hampden getting beat if Rangers have laid everything on the park, and I can accept getting beat with a better team. Did Rangers lay everything on the park today? No, not for me. Did the better team win? Yes, they did. Celtic deserved to win. I thought they were better all over the park compared to us. Once again, these players have failed us in major games again, and it harps back to we need to refresh this team. We need to bring players in the summer. I don't judge Beale. I'm not judging Beale on this. I
won't either.
I won't judge Beale on this season. I'll judge him in the summer and next season moving forward with his own team. It's disappointing, and like we said, walking down the road there, Karen, the disappointing thing about it is we're going to have this until the end of the season, unfortunately. Yeah. It's going to be an anti-climax at the end of the season, unless we can lift the Scottish Cup. That's all we've got left to play for, let's be honest about it. The league, come on, the league's done, let's be honest about it. The Scottish Cup's all we've got to play for, but next season is what we need to build for, and unfortunately it's another game we've come out of Hampden and we've been second best once again, unfortunately.
Yeah, Scotia, final thoughts, mate?
Yeah, there's not really much disagreement. I mean, I don't think Celtic are any great shakes, but I think it's no, but that's
the problem.
Let me finish what I'm fucking saying, Ali. It's a damning indictment on us then.
Yes, it is.
We can't match that. So yeah, probably, but I don't think it was a great game.
No, it wasn't.
No, honestly, I don't think Celtic are great, but we are that wee bit worse, or some will say maybe a lot worse. But it wasn't a fun Sunday. Let's just put it that way, boys.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, it is what it is today. I think there's more to be done than we probably initially think. But again, I'm going to stick with Ali's. Again, I've got to agree with him. I can't believe I'm there 3 times in a pod that I'm agreeing with him. But you can't judge Beale on that, in my opinion. Okay, he got the starting 11 wrong. Yes, he did. It's something for him to learn from. Yeah, but ultimately, there's players on the pitch that are not. It's the trusted lieutenants, if you like, that are not learning. They're not adapting to what we all know as fans that Celtic are going to do. It's a missed opportunity for Rangers today, in my opinion, and ultimately we've walked away with nothing. So Ali, thanks, mate.
No problem. I'm waiting to enjoy a couple of beverages, hopefully, and let's say I can hold my hands up. The best team wanted there, unfortunately, and it pains me to say that, but onwards and upwards, I will continually follow Rangers all the time.
Of course, well, yeah, we're going to need to do this. Scotia, thanks, mate.
Cheers. No, toys at the pram, I'll wait to get drunk.
Yeah, and a shout out, I don't even know if the guy watches the pod, but if he does, I met a guy as I was leaving Hampden tonight, and he was...
Barry as well. Barry.
Oh, Barry, how's it going, mate? Well, fantastic to speak to you, honestly. A real refreshing conversation and calmed me down no end when I was leaving, so thank you very much for that. So yeah, it is what it is. We're going to need to pick ourselves up and try and go again. There's only one thing left, in my opinion, for this season, and it's the Scottish Cup, so let's hope that we can retain that. Until then, until next, when are we? Tuesday? Until Tuesday, will you hear...
Remember that, Alistair? Tuesday?
Yes, Tuesday.
Right. I'm actually in Inverness on Tuesday, but I'll bring my podcast here, right?
So yeah, we are Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Cheers, everybody.